Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to look how we can take a look how many external tables we have, how to see the external data sources and file formats, and in case we need to drop them, how exactly we will drop them. So here I am in the home, and then you will go to the data, and then you will be clicking on workspace, and here you will see SQL database tab. Under that, you are going to see the databases you have created. In our case, we have created two serverless SQL pool databases. So we have TechBrothersDB and then TestDB. Now, if you want to check more details about that, you can always go ahead and say external tables here, and then it shows you external tables. Then you want to see external resources, that's going to show you external data sources, and then it's going to show you as well the file formats. And there are views that we can use to gather more information, such as we have information schema column and information schema tables, and then we have other views as well, so get the list of the views if we have views created, and then we have sys.all objects and whatnot. So there are tons of them. So instead of just taking a look on the database here, I can always go back and use these system objects to gather some information. So first of all, let's say if I'm interested to get the list of external table, I can say select star from sys.external tables. And this is going to run on, see right there, I have serverless SQL pool that I'm using right here, and then I'm using the database called TechBrothersDB. If my objects I want to check in the other database, TestDB, I can just change the database here. Very simple. So now if I execute this query, it's going to get me the list of all those tables. So you have right there the EU user and the users. You can see the name of the table here, and then you have object ID and some more information. It tells you it is a user table, when it was created, when it was modified, and then there are other information you can get from here. Also, it is helpful to see if which location they are pointing to. Now, if I want to I will go ahead and actually show you one more. So here, if I would like to see the data sources, that's also possible. And remember that we have these external data sources. So we will say select star from external data sources, and that's going to show us the locate name of that data source. Then it's going to show us the location. So it has a container name right there, and then it has the storage name right there. It will provide you some more information, so you can take a look on those columns, but this was the most important, having the name and location. Now if you are interested to take a look on the file formats, you can go to the external sys.external file formats, and that's going to show you the file format we have created. In my case, I have created only one. It's called Synapse delimited text format, and here's the format type, and then you can go on this side to see more detail. So it tells you like, hey, first rows, and that is the number, then encoding and row terminator and all that, and whatever the other things you have choose to create that file format. Now if you would like to get the list of columns for specific external table, you can use that too. So we are using information schema.columns view here, and then we can run this query, and it's going to show us this is a user table, as I have filtered for user table and the users table, and then I have column ID, full name, email. It tells you the position, data type, and the maximum character length. Now you can explore all these views and system objects to gather that information. Now one of the things, let's say you want to have this is an external table, and you want to just delete. There is no delete button here. If you go to the three dots here, that also does not have delete. So you can use a SQL script to drop them. Very easy. So in this case, I'm checking if object ID dbo.eu user, and it's user defined, and then is not null, then do drop external table dbo.eu user. I can simply directly run this one, and if the table does exist, it's going to drop. But if you want to check for assurance, like, hey, I want to check before drop, so you can go ahead and drop. Now it is a drop in the table, and now it's done, and you can see the message, nothing really fancy in that case. So we refresh now, and we have left with the one table as we have dropped EU user table. So here we have external data sources, and we can get the list of those data sources by running this query called external data sources, and then we can simply drop them. So here is the name, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this name, and then we can simply go up right here and say drop external here drop sources data source. So here I'm gonna just give the name, and that should take care of it. Let's do the drop of external data source, and it says that hey, because it is used by external table, you cannot drop it. So let's drop the tables first. So let's say this is also used by the table, so I have to drop this table as well. So I will say EU users, DBA users, and I'm going to drop that. The table is dropped, and now I can simply say drop external data source, execute, and that is dropped as well. And the same way I can get the list of these files here, file formats, and then drop that as well. So these objects, I mean, just if you want to have a more clean environment, nothing really fancy. If they are staying there, they're not going to hurt you or anything like that, but just if you want to have clean environment, it's good to have clean environment, and I will do that. So in this case, now we are all done. If I will go to external, refresh, no table is there, and then if I go to the external data sources, no external data source here, and the file format, if I will go there, no external file format. So this is how you will clean your database if you need to drop some external data source or file format or tables. I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will put this code in the description so you can use it.